So I'm in the studio workshop today, working on the tree that you should see around you now, and I thought it would be a good time to talk about the reason why I use pulp paper in my practice. So my main investigations are looking at our environmental connections and how we affect the environments around us that then affect other people and things, and how other people and the environments we're in affect us internally, and our thoughts and our feelings and our behaviours at all times, and are changeable in every moment. And when I started that line of research, I was investigating through lots of different materials, but the things that always made sense to me were the use of local media, which is in my direct environment, that I'm subjected to all the time, and also contain the stories of our community, and also string and wire. I find to be really interesting because they're both binding, which is what our environments, the effect our environments can have on us, and also the thought that you never know how long a piece of string is, which experiences can also have that effect on the self. You don't know how deep they're going, and also that the actions that you take and you put out into the world, how they'll ripple out. You don't know the extent of how far they're going to go. So by pulping local newspapers and local materials and different paper items, I'm essentially using that material in a conceptual way to convey that environmental connection that I find so important and vital. Yeah.
Pandanus leaves, which will be detailed later. Got a big giant tub of Pandanus leaves, and the reason why I like using hessian, apart from the fact that it's an awesome creative material, is because it's, I don't know if it's officially the strongest, there may be disputes over hemp, but it is one of the strongest materials, and it's extremely eco-friendly, and it's also extremely resilient to weather, and I like that. I like also that the threads are really discernible, but it has such strength. And when I use it in different projects, generally I'm thinking about that we are all those individual threads, each of us, coming together and making this very strong, very sustainable, very beautiful, natural fabric. And so that is why I use the hessian, or burlap, depends what you like to call it. Hello. I'm also using plaster, which you probably just saw, or might see in a minute. The thing that I like about plaster, cloth wrap, or just plaster in general, is that it just always has that connotation of healing. And even though wounds are being covered up, they're being covered up for healing's sake. So on the tree there's some plaster bandage going on, so any wounds that are present are taken care of.